It's springtime in the countryside. There are a variety of wildflowers blooming in the fields and woodlands around my cottage. I've spent some time collecting, identifying, and drying some of these flowers to become more familiar with them. I've recorded my findings into an old wildflower identification guide, so I have real specimens to refer to when exploring in the future. I've found some of these specimens in the rocky runoff of a once rolling creek, some amidst the mossy beds of the most shaded corners of the woodland, and some in the open prairie land where the cows and turkeys frequent. Keeping a record of the wildflowers you find can help you locate the flowers you've previously recorded, or identify flowers you may find in a different area in the future. You can keep records by keeping a nature journal, pressing them as I have in this video, or simply taking photos. I've listed the names of all of the wildflowers found in this video so that it may help you in beginning to identify your local wildflowers. Now that I've collected all the wildflowers I want from my garden and yard, I'm going into the pasture and woodland to see how many species I can find. In seeking to find as many species as possible, it helps to keep in mind that different wildflowers can be found in different circumstances. For example, some flowers enjoy shaded, moist soil, while others typically grow on rocky outcrops. Becoming familiar with the intricacies of your local geography can help you get the most out of your wildflower identification excursions. The woodland at this time of year is full of wildflower species that I don't find very often, such as the giant trillium, which I've seen in abundance in nearby parks, but very rarely see growing wild on my own property. I also visited the violet meadow. This area of woodland becomes filled with violets as the warm months move in. This is just a few of them, early to bloom. I found several species of violet, including the common meadow violet, common blue violet, and birdfoot violet. I've moved on to the rocky runoff that used to be a creek bed. Here I found small skullcap, a member of the mint family. An unusual sighting, crow poison. I'd never heard of this flower but found the name to be intriguing. I've since seen a few more blooms in the woodland. Shooting star is another uncommon one for me. In fact, if I recall correctly, this is the only time I've ever seen it. Buttercups are a favorite of mine. They're plentiful in this area, and I love to see the bright yellow blooms dotting the pastures. I'm adding the last pressed wildflower to my identification book. This one is the bluet, a reminder that wildflowers can be quite tiny and almost imperceptible if you're not keeping a keen eye.